Hey, look what I can do! Okay. Sometimes I get bored at work. So today I'm going to talk about things that make me feel old. Now, I'm not actually that old. I'm only 28, but I've started noticing little things are happening. You know, not grey hairs or anything like that, but things in my day-to-day life that just weren't like that a few years ago. So I thought I'd share them with you today. First of all, now when I watch the music channel, I only like every 6th song or so that's on. Sometimes it takes longer. I don't know when this started happening, but it's happening. You know, there's lots of weird little things. I make noises when I bend over now. I never used to do that. Sort of a bit of a, ooh, ah. I'm guessing that just sort of gets louder with age until you're a pensioner. It's like my body's training for that moment of my life. I started saying the phrase, oh dear, quite a lot. What else do I do? I found myself humming along to the music in lifts and hotel lobbies. That that annoys myself, but I find myself doing it and children look at me strangely. I find myself turning off lights around the houses and switches, mainly for economic purposes as opposed to romantic ones. That's something that's changed in the last few years, but don't worry, I've still got it, yeah, I think. And something else I realised about a week ago is that I've most certainly forgotten the names of all the Pokemon. This is something as a kid that I could do. I'm quite sure into my teens I could still do it. There were originally only like 150 Pokemon, and then they just started making up new ones because they wanted to sell more cards or whatever it was. And I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to name 151 Pokemon before I could do all my times tables up to 12. I'm sure I could. I'm convinced. Pokemon times tables, 11, get your priorities sorted. I'm not sure how good I'd be at naming Pokemon right now. That's Pikachu. I know Pikachu. It's starting me off easy. Oh. Topiary. Potpourri? I'm not sure. I recognise it, but I'm not sure. Giggly Poos, Giggly something. Snorlax. Yeah, I know Snorlax. I know that one. Vapor something. Vapor Rub? Oh. Mind Duck? I don't know. That one's it's a ball thingy. Pass. Is that even a Pokemon? I've never seen that before in my life. No idea at all. So yes, not so good with the Pokemon. No, I can't remember them, or be sure if some of them were even Pokemon. There's other things that do make me feel old. A few sort of other things are happening. I've got cats now. I don't know if that's like an age thing, or maybe I was feeling lonely. I don't know. I don't consider myself a lonely person, but I did throw a party about a month ago and the neighbours didn't even notice. I felt pretty bad. Yeah, it was just me and a panda, to be honest. That's what was going on there. Yeah. Something quite recently that probably made me feel the oldest or the most awkward from my midlife crisis at the age of 28 was when I was at work and a child came up to me and asked me what Friends was. Like, my world just sort of collapsed in on itself a bit. Children don't know what Friends is anymore? You know, how do they not know that? How is that not part of the national curriculum? You know, regardless of it being American, it doesn't matter. Children should know this. Like, if I make a child being referenced and they don't understand what's going on, they're at a loss in their lives. These children don't know what they're missing. Not a clue. Finally, something that does make me feel quite old, and no, I'm not alone on this because I see various Facebook posts all the time for people moaning about this, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon, yeah. It's the price of Freddos. When did Freddos become 45 pence? What's happening? Is the economy that bad? Chocolate shouldn't be expensive. No, surely not. But yeah, Freddos, yeah, they go up in price. And other sweets that don't exist anymore, and remembering them, that makes me feel a little bit old. I remember the Taz bar, which was similar to the Freddo. Where did that go? They were 10p as well at one point. When I was a kid, my mum used to say things like, I remember when penny sweets were only a penny. And you sort of think, oh, but now I'm 28, 45p, I'm feeling the pain. I understand. So those are the things that make me feel a bit old, even though I'm not really yet. Maybe I'll make another video in 10 years' time. We'll see how we're getting on with my Zimo. Oh my god, I'm going to be 30 in a couple of years. What am I going to do? You see the penny drop? I don't know what I'm going to do. It's tough. But those are the things that make me feel old, as I said. If there's anything that makes you feel particularly old, maybe you're a similar age to me, you know, maybe you're like, oh, do you remember Tamagotchis? Feel free to put it in the comments section.